Ever wonder why things start great in a relationship, but somewhere down the line, the spark begins to fade? Sometimes it's not the big moments, but the subtle turnoffs that silently creep in and chip away at that connection. If you want to keep your love alive and thriving, you've got to avoid these major relationship turnoffs. Stick around, and I'll give you the inside scoop on what to avoid to keep that spark burning. Relationships are delicate, and maintaining them takes effort. We often focus on the big things, love, trust, communication, but forget the small behaviors that can act like silent killers. Today, we'll explore some common relationship turnoffs that many of us overlook and how you can avoid them. 1. Neglecting emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is the glue that binds a relationship. We create a wall between us and our partners when we stop sharing our feelings, thoughts, or worries. Even if everything else looks fine, emotional disconnection is a slow burn that eventually takes its toll. Make it a habit to check in with each other emotionally. Simple things like, "How are you feeling today?" can make a difference. 2. Lack of appreciation. We all love to feel appreciated, and over time, we might stop thanking our partner for the small things. This can lead to feelings of being taken for granted. If your partner feels unnoticed, they'll start to disengage emotionally. Regularly show gratitude, even for the small things. A simple thank you can go a long way in keeping the love alive. 3. Poor communication habits. Communication is more than just talking. It's about listening and responding thoughtfully. Rolling your eyes, dismissing concerns, or constantly interrupting are all subtle ways to erode trust. These habits make your partner feel unheard or disrespected. Practice active listening. When your partner speaks, really tune in without distractions and respond with empathy. 4. Disrespecting boundaries. Every healthy relationship has boundaries, whether it's about personal space, time with friends, or privacy. Constantly crossing these boundaries can make your partner feel suffocated or controlled, leading to resentment. Have an open conversation about each other's boundaries and respect them without question. 5. Ignoring self-care. Believe it or not, self-care plays a huge role in relationships. When you neglect yourself, physically, emotionally, or mentally, it can strain your relationship. It sends the message that you don't value yourself, and in turn, your partner may start losing respect for you as well. Invest in your well-being. A healthier you leads to a healthier relationship. 6. Constant criticism. It's one thing to provide constructive feedback, but when criticism becomes constant, it feels like an attack. This is one of the fastest ways to tear down your partner's confidence and create distance between you two. Focus on positive reinforcement. If something is bothering you, approach it with kindness instead of constant critiques. 7. Becoming too predictable. Routine can be comforting, but when a relationship becomes too predictable, it loses excitement. Always doing the same things, like the same date nights or conversations, can make the relationship feel stale. Surprise each other occasionally, whether it's a spontaneous date night or trying something new together. Keep a little mystery alive. 8. Overdependency. Being overly dependent on your partner for happiness or validation can put too much pressure on the relationship. It can also make your partner feel overwhelmed or suffocated. Maintain your individuality. Have personal hobbies, friends, and interests outside of the relationship. 9. Stonewalling. When disagreements happen, shutting down emotionally and refusing to engage in conversation is called stonewalling. This creates an emotional distance that can be hard to overcome if it becomes a pattern. Practice open, calm communication. If you need time to process emotions, communicate that rather than shutting down entirely. There you have it. 9 relationship turnoffs that can silently sabotage your connection if you're not careful. Remember, relationships thrive when both people are intentional about their actions and behaviors. Avoid these pitfalls, and you'll be well on your way to keeping that love alive and burning strong.